What is up, everybody? Patrick here, and today I'm going to show you how to get a professional email address. Now, in some of my previous videos, I've showed you how to host a website for free or how to get a custom domain name for that website. Now I'm going to take it a step further and show you how to take that website and create a custom email address. But first, why would you want a custom email address? Why isn't a Gmail or some other hosting provider good enough for your email? And that again comes down to brand recognition and professionalism. It looks a lot more professional for a business that not only has their own website, has a custom domain for their website, but then also follows up and has custom email addresses associated with that website. So if you wanted to, you could make a custom domain like patrick.com and make it patrick@patrick.com. Of course, that's just a silly example, but that's just so you have a general idea of how your final professional email will look. And so just like the other videos, I will be doing all of this using Wix.com, which is a powerful online website building platform that gives you access to the tools to create a personal and professional website using an intuitive drag and drop editor to customize one of thousands of templates to choose from. So I'll include a link down in the description for you to go ahead and head over to Wix.com so you can follow along with me and create a custom professional email address. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so first things first, you'll head over to Wix.com, and from the home screen, you can click on either Get Started or Sign In. If you don't already have an account, from the Sign In page, you can go ahead and click on the Sign Up button, and that will give you a full list of what you can do next, which is enter an email, password, and then hit Sign Up. But since I already have an account, I'll go ahead and enter my info and log in. And after hitting login, this will bring me to my Wix homepage. Now this will be a full list of all of the sites that I have available through my Wix account. And if I wanted to, I could click on the button up in the top right corner, the Create New Site button, and create a brand new one. But since I'm going to be showing you how to get a professional email address, I'm going to grab a site I've already made that needs an email and show you how to create one with that. So we'll head over to my KeyClack website, hit select and edit. Now I did mention in a few of my previous videos how to go about creating a Wix website from scratch if you don't already have one. On top of that, I showed you how to get a professional domain name, which I would recommend doing that before getting a professional email address. Otherwise, that email address will be associated with the random domain name that you get assigned by Wix by default. So after clicking on the site, this will bring us to that specific website's dashboard where you can click on Site Actions and click on the Edit Site button. And this will bring us into the Wix editor. Now you don't need to be within the Wix editor in order to get a professional email address, but I find it's a lot easier because you can see the exact website you're working with. And with our site now loaded up in the Wix editor, we can head to the top bar at the very top of the page and hover over the Settings tab, and this will open up a new window. You can hover over any of these tabs and get their respective windows, but we're really focused on Settings right now. And we'll go down under Settings to Get a Mailbox. This will allow us to get a professional email address associated to our website. So let's click on that, and this will open up our website's dashboard settings so we can go in depth and make these changes. Awesome. So with this open up, you can see that we can choose our custom email address from here, and it will be associated with the domain name that we've already chosen. And that is why I said before that you'll want to make sure that you have a custom domain name. Otherwise, the email address just won't make sense with that random URL. So you can scroll down and they talk a little bit about what you can do and how you can integrate that email address or mailbox. And if we just hit the Get Your Mailbox button right here, we can get the process started. And so now it's going to ask us how many mailboxes we want. Right now it's just me. If we wanted to add more people, we would just hit the plus button and continue to add more people. We could add really as many as we'd like, but in this instance, I'm just trying to create an email address for myself. So I'll go ahead and input my name. I want it to be patrick@keyclack.com, and this is approved since it's not already taken. And we'll go ahead and hit next. And now it's asking us to choose our subscription. So we can go ahead and do monthly or we can do yearly. And right now I've got a discount on the Mailbox sale. Now this is a limited time only sale. And Wix will occasionally do this with some of its upgraded features. It'll provide you a limited time to get certain sales. Now these vary throughout the year, so always be sure to keep checking in to see if you'll catch a sale in time. So I'm going to go with yearly and then hit next. And from here, all I have to do is hit the submit purchase button to complete it. I just want to make sure that it's the correct payment info and it is the right subscription info. I'm going to be paying for a year up front, and then I'll hit submit purchase. And with this, our professional email address is now good to go. We can go ahead and set up our mailbox. So getting the email was just the first half. The second half is actually setting up the mailbox. So what we'll want to do is hit the setup mailbox. Now this is a pretty intuitive process that will take us step by step in setting up our G Suite email address. Now this is all integrated through Wix with a G Suite email address. Now this is the admin mailbox. So this is the one that controls all of the official account settings associated with these different emails. Now, if I had multiple emails, I would still only have one admin mailbox, and all of the other ones would just be extras. So let's go ahead and make sure this is exactly what I want. I can choose my admin username, enter my password, and make sure my other information is correct, and then hit submit. And with that, we have now set up our admin mailbox. And just like that, our mailbox is live. We now have access to a professional email address associated directly with our website. So we can go to the mailbox directly, or we can manage it at Google. So clicking on Go to Mailbox will bring us to the Google sign-in. As you can see, my email by default filled in, patrick@keyclack.com. I'll go ahead and hit next. And then I'll want to make sure that my password's correct and hit next. And this brings me to the one-time online agreement. Now, if Google changes their terms of service, you'll have to accept a new one, but this is the new account agreement, so I'll go ahead and hit accept. Now, at this point, we are outside of Wix, so all of these terms of service are specifically for Google. So make sure you're comfortable with accepting their terms of service before going ahead and getting a professional email address through them. And as you can see, we now have a Gmail address that is tied directly to our custom domain. So you can log in like you would any other Google account. If you had a Gmail account before, you'll know exactly how to use this, because this is pretty much the same thing. It is a professional email that's tied to your domain, which is your specific website, but it's all handled through Google, which, if you ask me, I think it's a really cool thing that Wix was able to integrate this directly into your website. So you can go from absolutely nothing to a professional website hosted online for free, add a custom domain to that to add to the professionalism, and then take that and add a custom email address to give it a full professional presentation. So you can go ahead and click Get Started, and at this point, it'll walk you through some of the features available through this. And up here at the top, you can click on the little letter icon. This is your specific avatar. You can always change this image out later, and clicking on this will bring up all of your other available Gmail accounts if you use them, and from here you can sign out or switch accounts. Just like that, you've got a professional email address. Now you've gone from absolutely no web presence to a free hosted website to a custom domain website to a custom domain website with a custom professional email address. You can see how each of these steps has incrementally made your web presence more and more professional. Of course, I want to thank Wix for the awesome platform to make all of this possible. Again, you can follow that link down in the description to head over to wix.com and get yourself set up with a professional email address today. So please give the video a like, it is much appreciated, and subscribe to the channel so you can check out other videos just like this one. And until next time, thanks for watching.